What topics on the 7 will you be to hone in? Well, pay attention, Harold, to the weighting. The Series 7 is based on 4 critical functions. Can you find a customer? Can you open a new account? Can you make an investment? What happens afterwards, backstage? The third function, making the investment, is 91 questions. And of those 91 questions, the vast majority of them are options plus or minus 20, 15, 25, munis plus or minus 25, minus 15, 25. And I would add to that suitability as well, but also I would add mutual funds. Yeah. Now, you should be in good shape on the mutual funds, assuming you already did your 65 and you did your SIE, but make sure you don't, you close difference being closed in and open-end funds and ETFs and ETNs, all that stuff. Now, Brian put up suitability, and here's where it's really important that you lay the base on the products, the investment vehicles, because the 3 styles of questions you get on Series 7 are recognition, practical application, and judgment. Now, in your SIE, there was very, if any, judgment questions and very 2 or 3 practical application. 65 has judgment questions. And a lot of these judgment questions are suitability, where you're looking at what should I recommend to the customer, and you get to the 50-50. And to squeeze the trigger on that 50-50, the more product knowledge you have, the better you'll be in pivoting and picking the right answer on those, because those suitability questions, I think, are some of the toughest questions. Brian, your thoughts on that?
Absolutely. It starts with your product knowledge. So the biggest difference, as your question states, between the 7, remember, this is FINRA, it's not NASA, so it's not a lot of law-driven questions. It's not a lot of analytics either. It's